What I'm about to show you is so overpowered, it might as well be illegal. We are in the new PvP scenario Prismverse Clash, and I'm currently on number 2, making my way to number 1. And this location is where my base is for the securement. Why is having a good spot so important? Because you have to take, for example, Dr. Teddy as this morning, and he has to be 30 minutes in this securement unit without your base being destroyed. So you get to build a very smart and good base, and you have to, well, put it somewhere where it's rather inaccessible and people can't be actually taking advantage of you. Well, I did find that spot. Step number 1, go out there and get yourself the Prism Deviation. They drop from the public crisis events, namely Dark Side is the one you go for in week 1. Then you kill just all the annoying Mayflower Rosetta players, whatever you are. I'm actually a Rosetta player, and grab yourself the Prism Deviation. Then you're riding exactly here. Those are the coordinates, 4085 minus 2952. It is left of Greywater Camp next to the Evergreen South Bank teleporter, and you'll end up in front of this wall. And in order to get up, you'll just use one of the most stupid game mechanics of spamming your space bar and walking forward until you make your way all the way up. Keep in mind that anyone that wants to get up has to do the same. Might it be friend or foe, they'll be having to mountain goat their way up to the tippity top. Now we can walk a bit, we go a bit further, and that is the base you're going to witness. Why are the towers here? Well, they're automatically going to lock onto any player that's coming and make me aware that they're on their way. We do not have a single door because I'll just F that wall. And yes, we have a double layered wall approach into the inside, and then you can walk in and dump your deviation here. And now comes the very fun part. We're on top of a ginormous mountain. Now you could be running around your base in a circle and try to look out and see if you witness anyone coming. But that's actually stupid. Why would you do this? Alternative, you could walk through this door and just get on the very tippity-toppity to look down. Also stupid. There's something better. We activate building mode, fly mode, and from this point on, I can just hover around the territory to kind of watch out for anyone trying to climb their way up. And yes, this is inaccessible. You can't goat your way up here. You can't goat your way up on this side. Maybe you could be getting up, but I doubt it. So the only way to really get up is this flank, and that's where we're going to be looking out on. And if anyone makes it up here all the way, I mean, the Mayfly safe zone is down there. That's where most Mayfly bases are. Some are in this region, but you essentially have to go to this teleporter, ride all the way to, well, the mountainside. If I do see your car already riding there, get to this spot, and then I can just see you approaching. The render distance is enough to see any bike up to here just getting close. Now you could go on the other mountain to jump over, but first and foremost, I don't think you're actually going to make the jump. But second and most important, you will actually see that too and just shoot them out of the sky. And once your securement is done, once you have sat here for 30 minutes or 2 hours, because the rarer deviants in the end that don't just give plus 10 points are going to take up to 2 hours. Well, yeah, I mean, then you're just going to teleport back to the safe zone, move your base back to the safe zone, and alternative, you can also build your base on the other side. So same there, this mountain is available, and I'm pretty sure you could make your way all the way up to the tippity top of that one to put your base on top of it as well. Now let's talk about base design. You could be using triangle diamond shapes, but honestly, it's really annoying to build this up. So what we did is we just have the heavy foundations that have a lot of life, and then inside these walls, there is the half-step small stone squares that I can actually build this double layer, because you're essentially having a double layer going on of walls in the inside. And if I wanted to, I could build another layer of walls on top of the existing ones here, just to go double. But it's just about if someone breaks through here, that there's another layer of walls behind. That gets followed up by the Tibbity Tobbity with the heavy double layered stone ceilings, not the single layered ones, into the next box. And if I wanted to, I could beef this up another time for a third double layer into the, well, flower shape that you can run around in a circle with the sandbags to be able to actually jump up here. We have the tower who's growing some crops, and interestingly enough, with fertilizers and the grow shroom, you could build another bed of flowers here. You could build another bed of flowers here. You could build another bed of flowers here. And then you're on the Tibbity Tobbity where you can look around. We got the water collectors currently on the sides, but these water collectors could also be put on top. And then you can as well put your water storage and purification right in the middle. With grow slams, this is absolutely possible to just, yeah, it's just perfection. And on the inside, we have the room for the deviants, and they're being taken care of with all their needs. And on the bottom, we have our crafting. Technically, you could move everything into the inside squares and just build another stone coffin around if you then so wish to. And yes, before you ask if I wanted to do now a purification, I could do this in the contested area all the way on top of this mountain, because let's be real, where are the spawn points going to be? They're most likely going to spawn on the ground. Maybe they're actually going to spawn up here with me. I haven't tried out. They might be spawning half step up here and just not be able to go up further. And well, I mean, like the base cannot be entered anyways. They'll be having a tough time to break through my structures, especially since we're on this PvP server and we took our mimetic specialization stone structure intense defense durability plus 100%. Now, I would have liked to take this on the marble foundations, but honestly, just having stone be double as durable, perfection. Now, as a final tip for the PvP scenario, when it comes down to the equipment, screw any kind of damage reduction. PvP is not fair in this regard. We have fought yesterday, and we're currently playing the Lone Wolf gear for the maximum crit with the jaws. The thing is, we never one-on-one. It's either 1 or 2, or it's you seeing someone running with the deviant on the distance, and you're just going to have the time to crouch, aim in, and shoot at them with the sniper. Even if you're going to a spot of prism energy, and that is the bug dig me to hell, we had yesterday a fight happening around this mountain here, and that was the Rosetta guys having a base similar to mine, surrounded by multiple camps. And then on these camps, you essentially walked up to it, shot someone in the back as he was respawning and started shooting again, or you sniped someone that was on top of the mountains. In no way would have damage reduction or even the bonus injector help me to win any of those fights, because either I completely backstepped someone or I had 2 or 3 people herd on me, where one single heal would have not made the difference at all. So don't worry too much. If you want to go for full damage, be my guest and go for full damage. Hell, I'm currently even running death shots, but that's mostly down to my character not having all the cool things. I might actually put Unstoppable on, as you quite shoot some people further away, and that's another 40% weak spot damage possible, even if you have to shoot someone rather far away with your unstable bomber. That's still worth it. And yes, it hasn't changed that actually the stagger from the unstable bomber is really powerful. It's throwing people off. Mostly the predominant weapon. I've seen some people run around with the outer space, but outer space has lost 8 out of 10 fights against the unstable bomber so far. And there's people running around with the soccer outsider. That one has had partially a better success, as people can use further ranges than they can use with the outer space. But in the long run, my favorite is still the Black Panther, as you can literally sit down, aim down for 3 seconds, and then start doming people. It works wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know more details, intricacy, everything about the new PvP scenario, there's the video, or the Unstable Bomber Jaws build, down to the little detail on how to get everything, how everything works, which attachments to use. Enjoy, and have an absolute fantastic day.